It's the other way around. I think if you don't have any connection, you're not going to have any of the humanism. I mean, everybody can go their own way, but to bring them together ensures that there'll be a humanism right from the start and a certain concern with human dignity and human life values built into what everyone's future project is. Well, coming as with a historic background, for most of America and I mean most of England, religion and science went together. You know, all of the great British scientists, Newton, for example, were quite religious and also wrote religious books. America inherits that tradition, so most of the 19th and 20th century scientists in America were deeply committed to their faith, and it isn't the same opposite approach. And even in the last, whether in the 1950s or 70s, religion and science and spirituality really did go together. I'm not treating it as a new religion. I'm not accepting all of their grand visions. If you actually break down the big language, it's simple things that now everyone will be somewhat cyborg and have both mechanical and human parts. We already do that in small measures with pacemakers and other things. So now it's going to be increased. A lot of the ability to build machines into humans or increase the human potential. It's going to reach gaps. I'm against the apocalypticism. I'm against the seeing this as the end of days or the messianism in it. And that's one thing is that religion's had a long history of false apocalypticism is in basically telling everyone to realize you're not going to solve anything. This just be another step in the unfolding of mankind. But it's not. Don't treat it as a new religion. No, I don't think any. I don't think. But I think some of the basic problems to they say they want to solve that we should all love our neighbor or not harm anyone or get beyond our self-interest. I think that's not going to come just from the mechanics. I think the humanism is always going to have to be there, and the religious element be there as part of it. I think especially for the West, for whether it's Europe, Turkey, America, the Abrahamic phase are a much stronger, uh, should be a much stronger participant. And Abrahamic phase start the questions bottom up rather than top down. The first question is when are you allowed to what type of body are you allowed to open? What dignity you have to give the dead body? When is that operation allowed or not allowed? And the Abrahamics start with those questions first before starting with the ultimate consciousness. No, I don't think they're more open. I'm actually spending next year in India as a Fulbright scholar in order to help translate Indian religions into Abrahamic language. But I don't think because they're using it as metaphors without a scientific basis. They're not. It's a great word, but it's not really reflective of anything that grows out of people trained in the laboratory or trained in a Western education.